The town of Drysdale is Waddawarran country on Victoria's Bellarine Peninsula, not too far from Geelong. Plants and horticulture have deep roots at Bellarine Secondary College. And I'm taking you to meet some good friends of mine who are working on a project here at the school where sustainability, local food and the next generation are all growing up together.
It's going to be an excellent morning for planting. So what we're going to do today is onions. So we've actually got some more onions here this morning that we're going to prep.
Farm My School is a not-for-profit 1.5-acre farm that makes use of underutilised school land, connects young people to food growing skills and commercially supplies fresh food to the local community. Farm My School co-founders Ben and James are both professional gardeners with an eye for the social big picture.
I see schools as a really powerful piece of land already within communities. If we can grow food there, we're creating community resilience, we're creating food security, we're educating the school students and the communities around food systems and how to grow food. So it's a ridiculously powerful thing.
You're both gardeners, but you're really professional problem solvers. What are some of the ways that you're bringing about change?
School gardens are an amazing opportunity where, you know, they are the students' favourite place often. They're where principals take prospective parents or, you know, the politician who comes to the school. Yet they're often left neglected through the school holiday period in summer when they haven't been watered or not tended to or not harvested. So for us, trying to get around that problem was really the start of this whole Farm My School concept, where we could create a school garden that was actually a commercial model by making it a farm and actually producing food for the whole community.
Your storytelling has been so captivating from the start. It made me want to come along and be part of that original farm build. How did it all unfold?
We knew we had to do something big to transform what was a disused soccer pitch into a 1.5-acre farm.
We knew that we wanted to involve the community in that process. So we just thought, how can we bring that many people onto the farm to actually start building it?
So we came up with this idea to actually have a 24-hour no-dig, build a farm in a day event where we actually can bring people in, sell tickets to teach them how to do a no-dig garden and while getting them to work and actually build the farm. So we had over 600 paid guests come down to Bellarine Secondary College and laid cardboard over the whole field, and we started the beds with all organic inputs that we'd sourced from local waste materials. It was a pretty amazing event where we had food trucks, we had bands playing for the whole 24 hours. We got to night time, which was when you arrived, and we got the spotlights out. And we actually did so much that we ran out of extension leads to be able to go and do other sections of the farm, so we had to call it quits for the night. And all these punters who were here were just keen to keep going, so they came back at sort of 5 the next morning and we continued on in the morning. So yeah, it was an almighty effort and it was a fantastic event to be a part of.
It was nuts. The energy here. I mean, at midnight, people were just still chomping at the bit. People were ready. They were up and raring to go. And yeah, I've never experienced anything like it, ever. Now, the farm sells veggies at markets and through a veggie box program, which means they can employ professional farmers as well as student trainees through the Farmer Incubator program, designed to build pathways for new farmers. Paul has just finished Year 12 and is now employed as a paid part-time trainee.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, I can go literally from the school just straight over here and then have a job out in nature with all the birds and all the little bugs and stuff, learning so much about nature itself, but also just like how to sustain myself and grow food for myself and all sorts of stuff like that.
Sandy teaches horticulture at the school, and her classes never miss an opportunity for people to get their hands dirty.
I have been teaching horticulture for nearly 20 years. So the Year 10 class is a full year class for Farm My School, and a lot of the students choose to be in this program because they just love to be outside.
What sort of impact are you seeing it have on students?
I think it's really positive. Just getting outside and having it as a class is just a really beautiful thing, and it just like clears your mind and everything. I think some people might think that it's more for like older people, but like it's not, it's for everyone, and it's really like good for everyone to do, and it like brings everyone together of all ages.
I think it's really important for these students to become involved at an early age, to see the biodiversity that's happening in the farm compared to what we did have here, which was the old soccer pitch, and just being able to learn how they grow their food and then what do we do with it after that. The first term this year, the students were actually coming out to harvest and sending all the fruit and veg that we harvest down to the foods rooms for our food tech students to prepare. So trying to incorporate all that into the school curriculum as well.
It's made quite a positive impact. It's given kids the opportunity to come out, learn more about nature, involve it in all different classes such as ceramics, media, because you can come out, take photos of the farm, you can come out, get leaves to do imprints on the ceramics.
Wow, so it's kind of actually making its way into the broader school and all the subjects.
It's found its way into a lot of the subjects, including math and science and all that.
I love plants. I love the gardening. I have since I was the same age as these students, so it's really lovely to see some of the passion that's coming through for those students as well at such a young age.
Yeah, so it puts like the nutrients towards itself.
That's right. Yeah. Ben and I are both passionate about environmental conservation, about engaging people to nature, about getting them into gardens, teaching them about food systems and where their food comes from. And literally all of those passions we have are now sort of interwoven into this project.
We wanted to reframe how a farm could operate, because a lot of farms, they're sort of out of sight, out of mind, and you've got the farmer, you know, toiling away by themselves. It's quite a solo sort of pursuit, and we wanted to change that, or try to change that, by bringing in more people, basically. I mean, we're all gardeners and we like to get our hands in the soil, but it's much more fun doing it with other people. And hopefully some other schools might go, actually, we've got those spaces in our schools, so why can't we look at the landscape a bit differently?
I used to overlook going onto farms and stuff thinking it's just dirty work, but it's amazing to be out on the farm. It's lively, and seeing multiple kids get involved with the farm, it makes it so much more fun.
On days when you're working by yourself, you get a lot of time to yourself to like think about stuff and all sorts of stuff like that. But when you're working with others, you get to chat, because you can just work with your hands and then talk.
I've learnt a lot about the farm and like the way things kind of work and like the community around it. But also I think I've kind of learnt things about myself as well, like just being outside and like planting things on the land. It's just a really good place to like reflect on everything. Yeah.
Some of the students here may be learning trade skills, but they're all learning life skills. They're not only the horticulturists and farmers of our future, they're the everything of our future. I like to imagine what our world would be like when everyone has an education grounded in the garden.